Hey, what's up everybody? It's Pathfinder here. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a great day, man. I'm sitting here playing a little Minecraft in our community world. I haven't made one of these videos in a really long time, um, and I thought I should go ahead and make one because we are coming up on our 2-year anniversary of the community world. Kind of wanted to give you guys an overview of what we've done in the last 2 years. And yeah, I just thought it'd be something fun that we could do to kind of check out the world and see where we're at. So let's take a look around, you guys. Probably the first area we should start at, and I'll try to go through some of these areas quickly so we can kind of have an idea of what's happening in the world. This is our spawn area right here. So this is where we first came into the world. Each one of these little blocks with a lantern represents where a player has spawned into the world. This is their starting point. We have the Welcome Traveler. We've got a starter kit here for you when you join the world. But yeah, this is where it all started. This is our spawn area. From here, we can go through and check out kind of our main community area. This is kind of our central courtyard where we built our very first building, which would be the community center right here. This was the first thing that we've ever built. Now, granted, it's changed. The designs have changed a little bit throughout the past 2 years, but this was the first structure we ever built, and we made this room to kind of be a gathering place for everyone, to have beds, to be able to come and enchant books, you know, kind of a one-stop shop when you're first starting out in the world, to get everybody in here. And yeah, so this is our main community center. So in our spawn area, we have a few different items here. We have our bookstore. It's this blue looking thing that I made. You come in and we can go up through the water and stop on the different levels and go through and check out some of the books. Um, but yeah, that's what this structure is. So if people coming into the world or people who are in the world need books, there we go. So this will look a little weird in the final video, but I forgot to show you guys this before we move on. This is our mining area, okay? So we have our storage room that has evolved several times throughout the duration of the world. So we have the storage room. I didn't want to miss this. We also have a beacon room. We currently only have one beacon in the world, but this is our beacon room. We have the beacon inactive right now for this because those little particles fly up around your face the entire time. Wonder who's down here. So we have the beacon room. We also have a underground bee bee laboratory that I made. So we've got this area. When the bees first came out, I had to travel to find them and bring them back on leads or catch them inside the hives and bring them back with Silk Touch. And I wanted a safe area where I knew they couldn't escape or leave. So we have a bee area outside, and then we have our science room, our bee room as well down here. And then obviously in Minecraft, you have to go mining, right? So this is our main mine. And the room is not quite completed. I haven't finished the roof yet, but we have another beacon down here. But this is kind of our mining room. We do lots of strip mining. You can go off in one direction as far as you can, right? But this room, I dug this out and built this, and I think it's kind of a cool room. I like having a dedicated area for mining, to where you can gather resources and supplies. Yeah, I mean, it's Minecraft. You've got to have a mining room, don't you? This is our mining room. And the beacon is nice because if you're down here, you can turn it on the fast mining, or the thing to help you mine faster. Anyway, I will meet you guys back up top. It'll probably be sunny because I'll have to edit this in. But yeah, I didn't want you guys to miss the storage, the mining, the bee, and the beacon rooms. Alright guys, I'll see you up top. Go. This building here is my house. I built a house really close to spawn. And it took me a long time to actually go through and build the house and go through and decorate it because I didn't really want a space of my own. But I will go ahead and show you guys what we've got. I went ahead and decorated the interior. So we've got a little kitchen area, dining room. Come upstairs, we've got the couch, the big screen TV with the fight on, sleeping area. Yeah, I think that's kind of a cool lamp. But anyway, and then you get up here, and it's just storage up in the attic, right? So we've just got storage. But it kind of gives you a little bit of a view of what we've been able to accomplish here. We can jump down. I probably should put my elytra on. I built this little gazebo next to my house just to have something here. But this is kind of a good indicator of what our first builds were, what our first plans were in this world. So here we have a theater and we have a jail. We also have, you know, some automated farms. You get some sugar cane, you get some kelp, you get some eggs, things like that. Here, we will take a look over here. If we go back this way, we'll go into an area where Spyro had spent a lot of his time. Spyro played for a long time on this server and made a lot of contributions, and we really appreciate it. He worked back here. He's got a shop here. He has his underground base down here. He has his abacus, which I think is hilarious that he built a giant abacus. He has a really cool mall that he made where he spent a lot of time building different shops within the mall. We can run in here and take a look inside of his mall, which is super cool, I think. Did a really good job. The Redstone Shack. The Forever 100 clothing store. Not so PetSmart. Tridental. Yeah, super cool building. Really appreciate all the work that Spyro did in this world. Made a lot of really cool stuff. And yeah, I think this was probably one of his biggest and best efforts for sure. Let's put on our elytra. So if we come over here, we can see one of the newer areas that I've recently added is, looks like he's got a rocket ship taking off, is back this way. So we'll go back this way and take a look. We recently built a, what would you call it, a sawmill. So we have a sawmill back here, cool windmill. So we come up this way, and this is all kind of a new area for us. We've got some builds over here done by Just Chillin' Everything. He built a lighthouse. He built some he built a giant ship back there we'll take a look at. This is the sawmill. So we've got, or the lumber mill, we've got our lumber laying out here in front around the area. It's right in front of our tree farm. So this area is our new tree farm that we've added. But you can see this is kind of what the lumber mill area is going to look like. We've got the saws in here running. Kind of a cool little area. but it is right here in front of our tree farm. So each tree is represented of the 6 trees down their little row here. And then in addition to that, inside of each little area, I've made a spot to deposit the trees that you go ahead and cut down and harvest. So each one's got its own little room. You can come in and take a look. So each room is going to be made out of the materials for that tree. So anyway, yeah, we finally got a little, it's not the most efficient tree farm by any means. It's not automated or anything like that, but I think it's kind of cool. It's fun. We actually just recently found a jungle, or I did. How crazy is that? We have been playing in this world for almost 2 years, and I just found the jungle like 2 weeks ago. You come up here, and a new XP farm that I just recently built. Nothing super fancy, but come down this way. I love the bamboo or the scaffolding. I use it all the time now. But we come down this way, and it opens up into a little room, just kind of your standard XP farm. We have I think 4 of them in the world so far. So yeah, nothing too special, but kind of cool. So that is this area. What we'll end up doing is I'll meet you back at spawn. Scratch that. I think what we'll do is we'll come up here and I'll let you guys kind of take a look around the world a little bit. I was just going to skip back to spawn, but I think it might not be a bad idea to check out some of the things we were just looking at. So this way you can see the tree farm area, some of the builds that Just Chillin' made. You can get a little look at the spawn island. Just Chillin' hasn't played in the world in quite a while, but he built that cool lighthouse, as well as he made this ship, which I thought was pretty neat. It's a pretty cool boat. We actually have 3 boats in the world, and we'll take a look at each one of them here. So yeah, here we are back at spawn, right? We have the community building. This is where we started out at. We can run over this way. We've got a nice little watchtower there. Come down here. We have the entrance to the Nether here, right? So this is a train station. It runs underwater. I believe Adidas made this. You can see it stretches. This is one of the first things made in the world. We were taking boats across this, and he came through and made a train station, which is pretty cool. So here's our entrance. This is our first entrance into the Nether. So you have to go into the skull of the mouth. There's Matty Spiderweb's one of his houses. You have the big Avenger symbol in the sky. Got a few items back here. We'll run back here and check this out in a minute, but this is one of our new additions. We have a bee farm, so we can come through and gather our honey. I thought this was kind of cool. Run up this way. We've got some very small greenhouses. It's kind of a cool statue. Look. These guys show up everywhere now, don't they? They're constantly here. Such a bother. So we have the greenhouses up here. I love the sunrise in Minecraft. Such a cool feature. So the greenhouses, right, very small, just kind of basic. It'll has everything in here that you could need. And we come around the back, and we've got some of the outdoor items growing. So we've got pumpkins and melons and, you know, berries, fun stuff like that. And then down here we have our meat processing area. So everybody's got to have food in Minecraft. Here we go. Let's see if we can't come over this way. And so we've seen spawn, we've seen the area behind spawn. Let's cross the bridge and start to head over into some of the other developed areas of the world. We got a little boat dock here. So we made this super long bridge, right? Started off as just a single row of wooden planks, gone through and added some lighting. Here is a statue that was made by Toonhead. I thought that was pretty cool. He made it out in the middle of the water when there was nothing here. And now it's part of the walkway. Anyway, we've got our fishing area off to the side here. We'll take a look at this. See, we got the fishing rod in the sky. We have another one of the boats. We have a castle back here, and the skeleton is actually part of a skeleton spawner. Here, let's... Oh, I can't ever take off when I want to. Let's take a look at it, because the skeleton spawner is kind of cool. It is surrounded by a graveyard, where some of our previous pets that we've had that passed away in the world, Stanley, of course, Ricky Bobby, the greatest horse to ever live, Mr. Goldie Goodfish, here lies David Schwimmer Goodfishy. But we built the skeleton right here as part of a skeleton farm, so you go down there, and you know, it's a pretty basic XP farm, just like you'd think. We can take a look real quick. There's one little castle back here in the woods. I thought it was kind of cool. There's our tree farm. I thought it was kind of cool to build something that came up out of the middle of nowhere. Just kind of something that was back in the woods that you could see from a distance rising up out of the woods. It's nothing too crazy. Just a small little castle. So we can run in here and check it out. Got the grand fireplace, right? The big table. It opens up into a courtyard with a giant mushroom that we had saved, built around it. And you can get up in the tower and kind of check stuff out, which is cool. It's got upstairs in the balcony area, it's got some bedrooms and things like that. Let's see if we can get back here and kind of take a look. Yeah, up there are bedrooms. So yeah, just, you know, nothing super crazy, but a little castle for us. All right. Giant fishing rod. So yeah, we've got a random house over here that I built right when the world first opened up that I think is kind of a cool build. It houses a very important worker, Stony the Bearded Dragon. I think that's his name. We'll have to check his office door and see. Let's check his office door and see who it is. Nick the Stony Dragon. What did I say? Anyway, Nick the Stony Dragon. So I thought this was kind of a cool house with the dark oak and the yellow and, you know. Anyway. So we come across the water and we have our train station here. So the underwater train station brings us over to this building. There you can get a good look at the statue. We'll fly by and take a look at that thing. It's actually pretty massive. But yeah, you come in, you got the train station area, right? Ferries you back and forth across the water. Used to have a villager here, but it looks like he didn't make it. So we can run over here and take a look. We have what I like to call our Smurf Village. It's got just the tiny little huts, which is kind of cool. We have a hotel that Nick had made. Up there is another XP farm. There's another building up there that has a zombie farm. We have a hotel from Nick. And here we have some abstract pieces of art by Spyro. He made the giant T-Rex, which is cool. We've got the llama farm, which probably should be locked. Llama farm. We have the slime farm. Ooh, got a creeper shopping at the slime place. We have the abstract robot. Not really sure what this is. Spyro made it, but hey man, I support it. I think it's great. Cowboy Tim. A bank. Someone's home. Get over here and we have a couple of houses built over here as well. Right next to our racetrack. So we've got the giant horse racing track where we sometimes we do our horse races. So we'll do horse racing and we'll do pig racing as well. Win some prizes. We do have some spectators up here in the stands. You can see them up there in the skybox. I've got some people out here on the stands as well. Got a guy in here in the middle maintaining the horses. More grandstands over there. I think this thing still works. Yep, see the gates go down. There's actually a... careful. No, Hamilton. There's actually a countdown over here. The lights count down. Ching, 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 ching. And then the gates drop, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, this is our horse racing track. Definitely good times. Fun place to come and hang out with everybody when we're not building or doing things, and you know, race horses and race pigs. Back this way is Forever 100's gaming area. I know that he is currently in the process of rebuilding back here. He had a bunch of items that he had been working on, and so I know he's got like a roller coaster back here. He has a parkour course. We have a shooting range, a bow and arrow shooting range area. So I know this is still a work in progress for him. One of the things that's kind of cool is he has a golf course at the top of the hill here. So we definitely like to come in and we'll play mini golf from time to time. Let's see. So we have the Forever 100 golf course. You get the little snowballs and then throw them, try and get them into the hole. I think it's 6 holes, 5 holes, something like that. But anyway, it's kind of cool. It's something, again, that we can do when we're not building. Kind of a fun thing to do. Nick has a huge mansion inside of this mountain. I'm not going to run through it because there are like 700 rooms and I don't know my way around and I would get lost. But kind of cool. He's got this perch up here to watch the races if he wants to, as well as you can start to see the city behind us. Alright, but before we go over and check out the city, we'll peek over the edge here and you can see the hedge maze that we made. So we'll hide something in the hedge maze and send everybody in at the same time. It's just another part of the kind of the mini games that we play. We do the, with Forever 100 and the racetracks, just kind of something fun for us to do when we're not building. Speaking of building, the city. So the city took me about 6 months to build, okay? It is a 100 by 100 block area with the Empire State Building in this in it. It was something that was a lot of fun to build, but it took up a lot of time to go through and do this. Next to the city, we can see that Rednax, who plays in the world a ton, built us an airport, complete with the airplane, a hangar, and the control tower. And there's Spyro's museum, as well as somebody's house, and Tom's house out there, which Tom recently started playing once it became cross-platform, and love what he's doing with his area over here. Yeah, let's jump down and take a look. So the city itself had to be completely terraformed. Obviously, we had to go through and flatten out the area. But the first building here is a condo. This condo building was inspired by a building that I saw in Miami, Florida. I liked the colors and kind of the shape of it. And so we added this condo. Then we just have some general buildings like an office and a parking garage. We have another building back through here. More offices. We have the Empire State Building, which does go up to maximum build height in this world. So I think it's like 260 or 80 or some amount of blocks tall. Mello made the cars, which I think are pretty cool. We're not done with the city area. There's still a lot of things to do, but after spending so much time building the structures, I kind of wanted to take a break, and we'll come back and finish it off here soon. Let's take a look. This was obviously the largest project that I've ever taken on. Everything within this 100 by 100 block area I built by myself. It was kind of my own personal project, and this was the largest thing that I've ever taken on. We can go through and check out. So we've got the just kind of the lobby area, and in the middle of the fountain in the lobby area, it's got a little water chute to take us up to the top. We can take a look up here and kind of get an idea. You know, you can see the full scope of the city. Yeah, I mean, just this building alone, gathering the materials for just this building took me a long time, as you can imagine. But yeah, you can kind of see. It's kind of cool. Airport, Nick's house, we got the racing track, the museum, Spyro's build. Pretty cool. Anyway, that is the city. We'll go over this way. We'll fly back kind of through. And I want to show you Marie and Mello's area, so that, because they have done some really cool stuff in the world and built a lot of fun things. Go this way, look at how slowly the world generates. It's crazy. Let's look at this statue real quick. This statue was kind of fun. I actually, you know, I can't take credit for this statue. I found it online. I thought it was something cool, and wanted to replicate it in the world. But it actually didn't take me that long to build. I gathered the resources for it and made it probably in, oh, I don't know, about 6 hours or so. But kind of a cool statue. And we can go over this way. We have a few more kind of random structures that Spyro built and Bearded Johnny built, and bunch of people who used to play on the server. The Eye of Sauron. So we have Marie's home base over here. We have the battle arena right here that Bearded Johnny made, and the dam, and the eye in the sky. Right? Kind of cool. Spyro made this. Spyro's also got a few satellites in the world, which I think are kind of fun. They're helpful to kind of guide your way if you're off in the distance. So yeah, we'll take a look at Marie and Spyro's ship, the Black Pearl. Ooh, while it's night, maybe we'll look real quick at... Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place here. We'll take a look at the Christmas tree. So we have a giant Christmas tree that I made for the holidays, with some presents underneath it. Kind of cool. Yeah. We'll get out of here. But kind of a fun little area for the holidays. Try and do some holiday items if we can. So, I'm going to jump in and get some sleep real quick, so we're not getting attacked. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, and so here we are. This is Marie's area. She has a super huge mansion that she has built. She's got her iron farm over here. I think villagers in here. storage maybe. She has a lot of cool stuff. I stay out of Marie's area. It's Marie's stuff, so yeah, pretty cool. She's got, looks like a little barn back here for horses, stuff for her sheep. Let's check out the, this is the largest of the 3 ships in the world. The Black Pearl. Mello made this. He's a huge fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean. But I think this is really cool. You know, he did a great job on all the details. Cabins, quarter, you know, captain quarters. You can go down underneath. I think there's sleeping for all the characters in the movie, as well as a jail, and I think if you go down even further, there's more storage. So this is super cool. Love what he did with this ship, and yeah, this is their area. We do have a pretty extensive Nether tunnels. Portals you know, each one of the portals are linked so that you can fast travel in between the areas. But we don't really have anything built up in the Nether other than kind of the tunnels, so we'll stay out of that. The last spot I wanted to show you guys is the end. So I think the end portal is always one of the coolest things in the game. I love the way it looks. And I hate that it is always covered up by the stronghold. It's way underground. It's in a fort. You know, you can't ever see it. And I think it's super cool. And I'll show you what I did to try and expose it, I guess, if you will, so that we can see it. Here's Tom's house. I can't remember if I stopped here or not, but Tom recently started playing. I love what he's done with this area. Super cool looking house. But here, if we follow this pathway, here's our end area, right? That's kind of cool. Okay, so the end looked like this, right? That we found the stronghold. It was underwater. It was under mountains and cliffs, and went through and dug all this out. Did the terraforming, and made this kind of inverted pyramid to expose the end portal, which I think was kind of a cool idea. I added some custom towers as well as a custom end ship. This project, in addition to the city, has taken up a good majority of my time in this world. I think this project probably took me about 5 to 6 months to complete. Just the, you know, draining of the lake, terraforming, adding in all the blocks. This wall right here extended almost all the way out to here, so I had to tear back the mountain because I didn't want a big, ugly, broken wall right here. So I had to go through and recreate and terraform all of this. Yeah, I think it's I think this is one of my favorite areas. This is one of the funner projects that I worked on, and I love the way it turned out. So we'll climb up here. We can kind of get a look from the top of the tower at the ship. There it is. And yeah, it kind of gives you an idea of what this area looks like. We can jump up here on the ship. If you look out that way, that is where the city is. So it is semi-close to this. Get the dragon. And this is where we put the dragon egg. Kind of made a custom cargo hold inside the ship. So yeah, I think that's about it, you guys. I think we've seen the majority of the world. There may be a few little places that I may have missed. Well, that was almost a disaster. But yeah, I think this kind of gives you an idea of what the world looks like and what we've been doing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tour. I want to thank everybody who's played in this world with me over the last 2 years. There's no way I featured all of the builds. There's no way I mentioned everybody's name. It'd be impossible for me to do. If I left you out or I forgot, I apologize. I've had so much fun. Everybody that's built something, everybody that came and played in our custom games, everybody that did a horse race or a pig race or whatever, just helped us have fun and have some laughs. I can't thank you enough. Of course, it's going to rain. It always rains in this world. I can't thank you guys enough for helping me build such a fun community and have such a good time playing Minecraft. Thank you so much to everyone. I think that's probably where we're going to end it, back where we started. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun. It's been a long time since I made one of these. And, you know, until the next time, hopefully on May the 4th is the 2-year anniversary, and hopefully I'll be able to do a little streaming that day, and you can meet some of the people who play in the world. But yeah, until then, thank you so much. Appreciate all the support from everyone. And remember, guys, always make your own path. Bye.